this shit. What up, nigga? Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Fucking head, man.
Angry Fan Movement is the movement to move with. URL TV for life. You already know what it is.
Hey, yo, I'm back with the guest here at Rosenburg Raw, man. Yo, Raw, what's goody?
What up, bro? It's the fucking Dooney Boom, man. What's up with y'all niggas?
Nah, shit, we chilling, man. I'm looking up, and I realized you battled Reed Dollaz Sunday, my nigga.
Yeah.
That shit is it. Like, what's up? Talk to me. You ready, nigga? What's up?
You know, man, it's for real. It's a real humble situation, man. I know. I'm lucky to be in this situation. I think that it speaks a lot for what I've done for the state, what he's done in the past for the state. It's his first battle in Philadelphia ever on camera, besides the Kaboom battle, which was a little barbershop battle. It wasn't really even legit like that. But you know, even with that, his first battle back in the city, you know, it's against me. So I think I'm humble just about that, man, that they picked me out of a bunch of dudes they could have gave him. You know, and it just shows the respect that I got in my home state. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that shit is crazy, man. Yo, how y'all niggas feel about that shit? This shit gonna be crazy, I think. Is it gonna be a small room or a crazy? A lot
it's
of people.
Gonna be a small room, definitely. It's gonna be a small room, definitely.
Okay. And that might be a better look in the small room right now. I mean, all right. So what's your thoughts on him in chess battle?
Say that one more time, Cat. I'm sorry.
What's your thoughts on Reed versus Chess? I'm pretty sure you watched the game tape. I mean, how do you feel?
I thought Reed. I was impressed with Reed in the sense of I thought he adjusted a lot better in the John battle. I thought he tried to step out of his comfort zone, which you know you could see the effort in him trying to transition, but still try to keep his style original. So I was just more proud of him. You know what I mean? Because I know he is a legend in a sense, you know what I mean? And he should be looked at like the Loaded Luxes and the Murder Mooks of the world. And there's some out here he is, but not everywhere. You know, people respect him as Reed Dollaz, but you know, at the same time, he is one of them, you know, them legendary dinosaurs that, you know, it's special that he's back doing it at a high level. You know what I mean? And I feel like, you know, me and Bill Collector have a lot to do with him and Cicero and E-Ness and everybody coming back. You know what I mean? He was carrying the weight for a long time when a lot of them dudes who was trying to look down on battle rap like they was too good for it. And, you know, now they coming back in, some of them having some success, you know, some of them having semi-success. But at the end of the day, I think just as a homebody, I'm for the home team all the time. So, you know, I'm just proud that he's back and he's looked at in a positive light in battle rap. You know what I mean?
Most definitely. Hey, how y'all feel about the battle right here?
Yo, I'm gonna say it like this. Man. This is DMV, bro. Raw, let me say this right quick, man. I just peeped the battle versus Heavy Half. You did your thing. I thought your first round was crazy, and if you come out swinging like that against Reed, I think that's gonna be that's gonna put the energy right where it needs to. You know, you going into it. I mean, is your preference probably to go first or go second?
Well, if anybody, you know, has peeped for the last couple of years now, I've always gone first, and I'm a firm believer in putting the pressure on. You know what I mean? I think that battle rap is a big mental game, and you know, some battle rappers, it's like fighting. Some rappers are better counter boxers than, you know, aggressive boxers. And I'm aggressive, but at the same time, I like to bring the fight to you. You know what I mean? So I like to go first and just come out and be aggressive, and hopefully that pressure that is in the air gets switched to him, you know, and that's what I try to do with Heavy Half. Wanted to go first, set the tone. At the end of the day, I think what battle rap fans don't understand is, as a battle rapper, you can only be as hot as you can be. You can never control what the dude you're battling is going to bring. It's never your fault if he's hot. You know what I mean? Now, if you come unprepared and you lose, if you come unprepared and you lose because you didn't have the material, you bite that on the chin. But if you lose because somebody just was better than you, then they just was better than you that night. So, you know, at the end of the day, I think I want to come out first and put the pressure on him and see how he handles it, because he's never battled somebody like me. If you think about it, Reed's resume is very light. Now, take away his performances was great, but he never really got hit back. Even, and John, the first time he was in the ring with a fighter, he struggled. Now, he did better with chess, but he had to get beat up to figure that out. You know what I mean? So I think that I hope he's not taking me lightly. That'd be a mistake. I respect him, so I prepared like I respected him, and if he doesn't respect me, it's going to be a mistake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yo, Raw, man.
I'm going to try to put that pressure
man.
on him first. I'm definitely going to try to come out swinging first.
Man, I think this battle is going to be crazy, man. I think y'all both. I'm just a fan of both of y'all styles. Like, when I think about battle rap, y'all styles are the styles that I like to see. But I wanted to ask you, coming up, you always rep PA. But when you and Bill when y'all came out, like, the Philly guys wasn't really doing it like you said. But do you think that you had to put in a little bit more because you came repping PA and you wasn't screaming Philly? Like, do you think you had to put in a little bit more work?
Yeah, me and Bill always had, especially, it took us a while to get the love from Philly just because, Philadelphia is a prideful city, you know what I mean? And there's no city like Philly. And what a lot of people don't know is we're the next county over from Philadelphia. Like, me and Bill Collector were from Norristown, which is a smaller city. But our major city is Philadelphia. It's about 20 minutes. So we always, I'm an Eagles fan. I'm a Sixers fan. I'm a Flyers. I rep the city as far as that type note. But I just think that, a lot of people took it as like we were stepping on toes when we started making a little bit of noise because we weren't repping Philly. But, I think we had to work a little bit harder in the sense of just nobody knew where Montgomery County was. Nobody knew what Norristown was. And me and Bill Collector started wearing that, on our chest, and we put it on the map in the sense of, it's other talented places in Pennsylvania besides Philadelphia. And another reason why I think we had a little bit more success in battle rap than a lot of Philly cats, because we grew up watching them. So we got to watch what they do, kind of duplicate their styles, but then throw our own spin on it. To be honest with you, if Reed Dollaz or Cicero or Enes, if them dudes didn't exist, I wouldn't know if I'd be rapping. You know what I mean? When like I tell people, I'm only 23. When Reed Dollaz was a star and Cicero was a star and Enes was a star, I was 12, 13 years old. I was a little boy. You know what I mean? So I used to idolize them guys. And out here, the underground scene was way bigger than the real hip hop scene. We had we call it the DVD era.
Big Star.
New York had Smack DVD. Well, Big Star was just like the Smack DVD. That was like the one that everybody knew about. But there was millions of DVDs, man, and Philly was on fire, and not from battling, it's from dudes standing on the corner and rapping. You know what I mean? But I think that like you said, we did have to work a little bit harder to get our respect. But, I mean, look, we're battling now. He just battled Enes last year. I battled Enes about 5 months ago. I'm battling Reed now. He's battling Cicero. So it's no secret or question that we're in the same likes as those guys now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're like the new age. And, so we're kind of getting mixed around now. And it's a good thing. It's a good thing for PA, man, because it's competition. It gets to measure it. I mean, if we won't fight ourselves, then, how the fuck could we be prepared to go away and fight anybody? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that definitely is true. Shit. A lot of Philly's making a lot of noise. I was thinking, like, all y'all told, like, Bill Perkins still active, Enes doing this thing. You know what I mean? Like a lot of niggas, Big Hand, made URL, like, but it just seems like, I don't know, like, do niggas hate on Philly? I'm starting to think it's hate myself to be really like.
Well, for a long time, I mean, it's to be honest with you, Cats, it's a little overdue, especially for Philly, because, if you look at Loaded Lux and Murder Mook, two dudes from New York, because we all know New York is the mecca of the shit, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I remember when I was in junior high school and YouTube just came out, it was like 2006. And at that time it was Fight Club and There wasn't no Lions then. It was just basically Fight Club and smack battles. And I remember at that time when Murder Mook hit the height of his career, you know, he called out Cassidy and Reed Dollaz. I remember at Loaded Lux when he battled Midwest Miles. I had that smack DVD. He called out Cicero after that battle. So them dudes who are looked at as gods, man, at certain points where they were at the heights of their careers, they felt the need to go at a Philly dude to solidify their resume. So just that's one small example of the impact a lot of Philly dudes had just on the underground culture, period, because these dudes that are looked at as legends, man, they needed these Philly dudes in their mind to solidify their resume. So I just think that says a lot about Reed Dollaz and Cicero and them type dudes that, you know, they needed to beat them in their minds to be solidified. So I think Philly is overdue. I think, you know, we had a big impact on battle rap, and I think now it's showing, you know, with, like you said, with the big hands, and Roan is overseas doing his thing. You know, you got Zim, who's putting this big league on for Philly and Pennsylvania. The Reed Dollaz, Cicero, Enes. You know, it's a shame that Rain Man didn't get to perform, but you know, just all collective all together. I think that PA is starting to get their name back. You know what I mean? I'm proud of that.
Most definitely. I got a question. Is this, for you personally, is this your biggest battle?
Yeah, no. I think, yeah. Well, you know what? For real, cats, I think, yeah, it has to be. I think I had more battles that were important as far as timing. Like, I know my Big K battle was real important at the time that it happened, just for me to stay relevant.
Yeah.
I know DNA was pretty big, but it was only one round. So, you know, I guess, yeah, because Reed Dollaz, like I said, if I look at him like he's on that Loaded Lux and Murder Mook status, well, I'm battling one of them dudes right now. So, yeah, it's my biggest battle, especially for home, because a lot of my fans, you know, and the people who support me, you know, they go hard for me, you know what I mean? And the people who don't support me, they go hard against me. So I just think it's a preference thing, man. But it's good for the state, and I think all the fans local who want PA to be looked at and respected in the battle rap world, I think it's big for that standpoint, because Reed's got a little bit of hype behind him now. He did good against Chess, so people are not counting him out. They're starting to put a little bit of faith in him. I had a good performance against Heavy Half. I did good against DNA. So I think that I think it could be my biggest battle. I just hope it's not a flop. I know I did my part, so he just has to do his part. And, you know, I think he's going to. I think he cares about his image again, so I don't see him. And I know this league isn't cashed out, so it's not like we all did it for a check, because it's not really super sponsored. So I think it's just for the love. So, yeah, I think it's my biggest battle just because of how he's looked at in Philly alone, let alone the battle rap world.
Nigga fan 007. What up? You good? I'm alive, I'm breathing. Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Fuck your head, man.
And you fan movement is the movement to move with.